Disney marketing their first foray into prestige television begins with WandaVision, the very odd, off-putting miniseries of the MCU, the first big prestige TV series for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. As in, this will connect with the movies, whereas MCU's Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Punisher, The Defenders. Oh no, those are just guys on the side. Uh, yeah. So, yeah. This is a very interesting thing when I was hearing about this. So, one of the things that was being talked about regarding the WandaVision, how it was originally going to take place during Captain America, after Captain America Civil War, about Wanda and Vision. Then that got changed from what I was hearing, and then it became this one after. And then you were like, wait, how does that work if Vision's dead? And then it was like, you do realize this is the Scarlet Witch, right? It doesn't end well. Like, granted, they haven't called her the Scarlet Witch, though. Let's be honest, she's going to become the Scarlet Witch after this, because she's clearly not in a good place right now, because her lover's dead at the hands of Thanos. So, what better way to do with it than go House of M on everybody? Because that was clearly what they did. And the budget for each episode was reported to be $25 million. So that's 9 episodes. That's over $100 million of this point. We're already past the 5-episode mark on that. So this is a 9-episode miniseries that will connect with the big epic magma opus Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So clearly you know that Wanda Vision is going to be the key that says, we screwed up, didn't we? So, yeah. So, a lot of characters were reportedly coming back for this. Not only was the Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany, who played Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, and Vision, respectively, but also we got certain characters coming back, like Monica Rambeau, who, showed up as a kid in Captain Marvel, but is grown up now. And considering how she plays a very powerful character in the comics, and she was also Captain Marvel for a time, yeah, that was a thing. So something tells me she's good. This is once again going through Legacy, and we also got Darcy Lewis, this political science major, and who was previously an intern to Jane Foster and befriended Thor, and is working with Jimmy Woo, who served as the parole officer for Ant-Man during Ant-Man and the Wasp. So yeah, we're connecting everything. It's all connected. Everything is connected. And yeah. So it further helps that this connection's going on and looks like there's something big going on behind the scenes. But we'll cover that in a little bit. We're talking about the first episode. So therefore there's going to be 9 episodes of Pop Culture Omnibus discussing this. So get ready for that. So look forward to episode 2 when it comes out of this. So WandaVision's first episode has Wanda and Vision in this weird 1950s retro style TV show. So they go ahead and are newlyweds and move from the big city and all the nonsense that comes with romantic love of the olden days. And they really reportedly did their research on regarding to the whole sitcoms of the 50s, such as the Dick Van Dyke Show, and they even filmed the sitcom stuff in front of a live studio audience. In fact, considering how this episode first ended, I was surprised they didn't address that being WandaVision was filmed before a live studio audience. And, all that nonsense. But, yeah, someone actually commented about this, saying that this was sort of creepy. Like, whenever I heard the promotion for WandaVision and whatnot, and considering what I read about the Scarlet Witch in the comics, this could honestly go horror vibe, considering what happens with Scarlet Witch in the Marvel universe of 616, where Scarlet Witch goes crazy, kills everybody, destroys the X-Men for a time, and then becomes a horrendous pariah to the mutant community. among many other continuity hiccups they did, and retcons, and stupid nonsense. Yeah. In fact, I was surprised they did not cast, like one of the people that I heard was cast, I believe, was the actor who played Quicksilver. I think I was hearing about that for a little bit. I don't know if there was anything that came out about that. But if he does show up, it's going to be a different. If it's Quicksilver, but he's the younger one that we got in the X-Men universe, that probably further proves that they broke time. So yeah, this features this retro 50s style sitcom, and Vision being an android and Wanda having telekinetic abilities to the point that she'll become a psychopath and have the alternate reality of chaos magic. And then one day they notice a heart drawn on a calendar, but neither can remember what the occasion is. Which, considering their backstory gets weird in this, it starts to really get, yeah. Vision has to disguise himself as a human and go to Computational Services Incorporated because he has a job. Wanda decides that the heart represents their anniversary because of a friend that helped out, and then points out, wait, but where's your rings and everything? The neighbor, Angie's, introduces herself to Wanda and helps her prepare for the anniversary. At work, Vision amazes his coworkers with his speed because he's typing very fast on the computers, and yeah. Then his boss, Mr. Hart, because and Vision even jokes around saying, what does this company do? Do we sell something? No. Do we do anything? Do not bring logic into this. If you bring logic into our 1950s sitcom, it will destroy the universe. For like the 18th time. I'm pretty sure Marvel did that 700 times by now. And yeah. So so his boss, Mr. Hart, because of course it has to be that convenient, reminds him that WandaVision are hosting Mr. Hart and his wife for dinner that night, which is what the heart of the calendar represents. Vision calls Wanda. She thinks it's the anniversary and yada yada yada, and well, that's which means hijinks ensues. So yeah, Wanda and Vision, they're just adorable, and you know that this is probably going to end badly. Like, oh my god, this is probably going to end badly, considering where this is likely going to go. Oh boy. So yeah, Wanda and Vision are struggling to hide their abilities, and with the help of their neighbor, Wanda manages to put something together while Vision distracts Mr. and Mrs. Hart with music. And as they sit down to eat, they ask their story, but neither of them can really explain it because one, they're hiding their abilities, and two, because when Wanda's constructed fantasy, because that's clearly what this is. And two, it's because, how do we explain this delicately? This was the 50s. If you were anything different, you would be a social pariah. Because that's how the world worked. Unless this is Marvel, in which case if you're a mutant, then you're the enemy. I have no idea why that is still a thing. But if you were an Inhuman, oh, then you're perfectly alright. You're an Inhuman. You're from the moon. Not like those mutants. They're freaks. Because we're that much of a dumbass. So, yeah. And then Mr. Hart grows furious and begins choking on his food when he starts demanding the reality construct and starts to. In fact, if you notice this, when Mrs. Hart goes ahead and says, "Stop it. Stop it. Stop it." It's sort of like Wanda is. Because let's be honest, Wanda is clearly constructed this reality. It's kind of obvious. Especially for those who have read the comics and know where this could probably go to. But like, it seems like part of Wanda's subconsciousness, is fighting this augmented reality by trying to interrupt the sitcom, and it's going to tear her apart eventually. which is why Mrs. Hart suddenly just starts saying stop it, while not really doing anything about her choking dead husband. And then Vision removes the food from Mr. Hart's throat, and things go back to normal as the Harts thank Wanda and Vision for dinner, with Vision potentially getting a promotion. As the couple reaffirms their love, the events are revealed to be occurring on the fictional sitcom WandaVision, being watched by someone on an old-fashioned television set, which gives off a further creepy vibe that, oh my god, Wanda, what have you done? A commercial during the WandaVision program advertises Stark Industries Toastmate 2000 toaster oven. And yeah, I am getting very like there's an underlying horror vibe they're putting into this, which I pretty certain was the original plan for Doctor Strange's movie, Multiverse of Madness, because that kind of sounds like they're trying to make a horror movie, but then the creative differences happened and the director had left and they went to someone else. But it does kind of sound like this is exactly being what the original director wanted, a horror based movie of the Marvel universe. And considering how this is and this is more like a subliminal subtle horror of Wanda being in denial of the fact that Vision's dead and she can't get over it, and part of her subconscious is about to tear itself apart because one's trying to stop her from continuously altering reality, and the other side of her is trying to keep the Vision story going because she can't imagine her life without Vision. And steadily since they established that if the missile tanks didn't come down on, if it didn't rain fire in Endgame, Wanda would have killed Thanos. And yeah, and they established that Wanda is the most powerful character in the MCU, be outside the Infinity Gauntlet. So yeah, and oh man, this just and like they used many practical special effects and wire gags to get things moving around, and they even shot the episode in black and white, so they were clearly doing their research and going old school with this, which I love the effort. I love this. Like, this is a creative endeavor and Marvel's allowed to do whatever they want, unlike Star Wars half the time, because Star Wars have to be reminded that you made the prequels, therefore you have to be under our jurisdiction. Marvel can do whatever they want, even though they made Ultimatum, and that's when we bought the company. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, this was a good episode. Episode 1 was pretty damn good. I love the aesthetic pleasingness they did with this. I love the acting in this. And the fact that this was what, like 29 minutes was amazing in and of itself. Like, they could have clearly gone an hour long with this if they were to cut the episodes down by half and do the thing an hour long, but they opted for instead the 30-minute tradition. So that's something to be complimenting them about. In fact, the second episode is said to be 36 minutes, so we'll see when I talk about that down the road. But yeah, WandaVision is, the first episode was pretty spectacular in how erosically creepy it is, and all the possibilities. Like, I am gonna be honest, I am honestly expecting Doctor Strange to show up in this. Like, the actor himself, the actor who plays Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch. I honestly expect he's gonna show up in this at the end of the show. Oh, realizing, oh wait, we broke time and the multiverse. We pulled a DC basically. So yeah, I do. Yeah, I do see the chances that that's gonna happen. We'll see whatever goes down for the next 8 episodes. This was Near Reality Entertainment's pop culture omniversa, exploring all things entertainment, comics, movies, games, TV. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other channels below in the description. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.